once again. Hope you're having a most spooky and spectacular day now. How you feeling, by the way? You in the Halloween spirit? Ain't that a great thing to hear? Thank you for letting me know. I gotta say, this is one fabulous party we're having once again. Can't thank you enough for all your help. Oh, by the way, love the costume. Very nice indeed. Spooktacular, you could say. Well, as for me, I just decided to throw this on again. Just like last year. I guess I got quite a few good comments from last time, and it just feels right, you know? Feels only appropriate. Dress up like an old devil boss of sorts. I suppose I can be a bit of an imp myself from time to time, but either way, I digress, of course. Well, based on my chats with, well, you know, people here and there, I haven't managed to speak to everyone just yet, but seems like everyone I've spoken to so far is thoroughly enjoying this shindig we got going here. Gotta admit, all those Halloween-themed songs that you threw on and really got the mood up. Well, the mood was already up, people were already excited, but I think it just went from great to greater, if you know what I'm saying. I'm sure there were a few people I thought I spotted trying to have a little bit of groove session to themselves, but spotted me and they stopped. I don't know, maybe we might just have a bit of a dance-off just to see who can put on the best spooky little Halloween dance. What do you think about that idea? You know, maybe I might just make it happen. Maybe I might. We'll see. Right then. You know, it was pretty fun to be able to go back to cooking again for everyone. This time with some of the kind of macabre style treats with, you know, the little cookies there shaped like the spiders and pumpkins. Those little gooey little creations I made. I can't quite remember how I pulled it off, but it made it look like genuine little staring eyeballs. Oh, I believe I did mix in a bit of, what was it, food coloring for that one, but again, I can't remember the rest. What else we got? Well, plenty of sweet stuff, of course. You can't have a party on Halloween without the sweet stuff, of course, as we know. But yeah, gotta be my finest hour in terms of my cooking and cuisine, so pat on the back for myself. But I'm not gonna be spending all this time just blowing my own trumpet here, of course. Oh, that reminds me, I just remembered. Now I got some of the movie recommendations for right after the party for anyone who wants to stick around. No pressure, but I can always reserve a seat right next to me if you'd like. But anyway, I got some of the movies. I got, what was it? There was Underworld. There was Shaun of the Dead. That's more like a British sort of kind of horror comedy kind of flick. I heard things about this Five Nights at Freddy's movie. Now, I don't play the kind of video games like that. I've never really played them, but I thought I'd throw that in there because I heard the series is popular and maybe there might be some people here who might enjoy it. thought I'd throw that in there as well, onto the list. And what else was there? What else? I think I threw in Hellraiser as well. There's another kind of certified classic, so to speak. Can't remember the others off the top of my head, but I put in quite a decent list, I'd like to think. Do any of these sound good to you? Unless you might have any other suggestions, of course. What do you think? Right. Maybe we might just stick with that one then. I appreciate your always valuable input on these things. I mean, I really don't think we would have had a second fantastic Halloween party without your input, of course. You really are the person that lights up this old office place, this lovely workplace. It's only lovely because you're around making things even better, you know that? Oh, I'm not making you blush. You're glowing like a little jack-o'-lantern in the dark. But seriously, I really do appreciate all the work and all the contributions that you've been making for here, especially, and well, just in general, I've got to admit, I'll freely admit that you always bring a bit of spice to my life. You always bring a bit of light, especially on those kind of dull days or monotonous weeks and whatnot. You've been a valuable asset, and if you don't mind me saying, I'd like to think you've been a really valuable friend. Again, I hope you're comfortable with me saying that. I know that we don't usually go on the old kind of social gatherings and whatnot, but we've been out a few times here and there, and I've paid you a visit, you've paid me a visit, etc. So, I'm grateful for that. I'm grateful for all those moments, and especially grateful for another wonderful party like this, and hopefully, just hopefully, we'll be able to have more like this in the future. Of course, I'll keep my fingers crossed for that all the time. By the way, I wanted to share a bit of a weird story with you, if you don't mind. Oh, more than happy to share with you. I've made it clear that I trust you with these little details, and, if I told the others, I'm sure they'd look at me funny. Still, now, recently I had a dream. I met a strange person in it, not like that bird guy, which I swear that was real. I'm still kind of wrestling whether it really was real or, just like a hallucination while I was half awake, or, if it was a trick of the brain or something. Either way. So, I had this dream, right? Now, it seemed like I was in the office, but the office was empty. But it looked like the walls around me looked like they were wavy, like there was a gas leak, or maybe the heat was on. And when I was moving, it just felt like there was a blur around me. Slight bit of blur with my movements. But I kept going through. And when I went into your office, I saw this really freaky looking, dare I say, creature there. Almost looked like he had a crown for a face. I know that sounds weird, but it looks like His face was kind of like half, well, chin, mouth, but the rest of it looked like a the pointy part of a fence. And his rib cage was opened up. There was a gaping hole and looked like some kind of, well, part metal kind of guy. Not like a robot, but almost like a humanoid. Again, almost. He kind of had these fin-like arms and legs, little ripples in them, and these pointy fingers. Not like mine, of course, but, a different kind of pointy. Either way. Now I can't remember exactly what he said, but I think he said something in the vein of, that he doesn't mean to intrude in the workplace and just wants to have a look around. And in this dream, I was trying to walk close to him, but every time I was doing so, I felt heavier, like slower and slower, heavier. And just as I was about to just come face to face with him, this was a tall guy, taller than me, just a little bit, but still. It was right at that point that suddenly I woke up. I wasn't too sure what I wanted to try to do to him, like if I wanted to touch him just to see what he was made of, or throttle him. I wasn't sure if he was a threat at first. I thought he might have done something to you because he was there in your office, but I think you just weren't present in my dream. Still, I got closer to him, and then it just felt like someone hit the off switch on a remote control or something like that. Pretty freaky, am I right? Well, I appreciate you listening to me. I'm just glad you don't think I've gone cuckoo bananas. Still, if I have any other kind of weird dreams like that, I'll let you know again, because I do appreciate you hearing me out and making me feel like, well, that I'm not going crazy here. Just strange little phenomenons like that. At least it feels like it. Still, there's your scary story for today. Right then, right. Well, just remembered, we gotta organize those games. Got a few little games all set up and sorted, as you hopefully know. Got the lucky dip into the surgeon's barrel full of all the fake guts and gore and stuff like that. Basically buckets of corn flour and jelly and all sorts of stuff with lots and lots of food colorings and little special items that we gotta grab. Let's see if we can get people squirming. Anyway, there's that we gotta do. There's a bit of classic apple bobbing. Never understood the old kind of concept of that. Why would you want to bob for apples? Why not do a competition when you can eat them fast as you can? Eat, I know, as many apples as you can within a minute. I'd be the king of that. Nah, maybe not. It's probably a bad idea, but still. So there's that. We got a Halloween-themed quiz as well. Something rapid fire and fast, not too long, just like I think 10-15 questions. And then last but not least, I believe we've got well, of course, there's the good old mummy game. Dress up someone as a mummy. And of course, as they dress up, it's lots and lots of toilet roll wrapped around them. It's just like, I think we did this last time, didn't we? Either way. Which do you think we should do first? Which of these games seem like the best one to kind of start off on? I agree. I agree with that. Let's go with that one then. We'll start off with that, and I guess we'll see how it goes down the line. Alright then, well, I'm gonna mingle with the others and, sample the buffet a bit more. I think it's only fair. It's just so delicious looking. Just so tempting for me to get up close and enjoy it some more. Kind of like talking to you. Anyway. I hope you enjoy this party. I'm sure the fun from all the games and the movie and whatnot, I'm sure these is gonna really kind of put smiles on faces, even bigger smiles. Thank you once again for all the help here. Oh, and just in case I don't forget, two things. Number one, if you want to ride home in a taxi, or if you want to just walk home, I don't mind tagging along. I would love to tag along, your choice. And the other thing, happy Halloween. I'll speak to you soon then, alright? Okay then, okay. See you real soon now.